stay the magnates. We're bringing you the concluding parts of our conversation with Mrs. Mosun Bello Olushoga. We'll continue to be mentored on television as she lends a voice to the growth of our business, the Harvard Standard. Come with us. Let's continue with the conversation and be mentored.
Mrs. Mosun Bello Olushoga, popularly known as Aunty Mo, is the lead consultant, Chief Executive Officer of the KRC Knowledge and Resource Center Limited. Mo holds a BSc in Economics from the University of Ibadan and is a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria and honorary member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers. She began her career as a training accountant with the then Masters Coopers and Librand Chartered Accountant in 1980. She retired as Executive Director, head of the bank's Southwest Division responsible for all marketing operations within region. Mo has a record of the first female Executive Director of Guaranty Trust Bank, the first female Director of Access Bank, the first female Director of Premium Pension Limited, first African Director, Global Alliance for Women in Banking, first female Chairman of Access Bank, and first female Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council of Olabisi Onabanjo University. She is a product of some of the world's prestigious business schools, including IMD, Harvard, Columbia, Chicago Booth, and INSEAD. Mo is passionate about knowledge sharing, personal and professional grooming, and the quest to transform children into responsible, socially responsive, and culturally balanced young adults. This has led to the founding of City of Knowledge Academy as a vehicle to achieve this vision.
We are still chatting with Mrs. Mosun Olushoga. We popularly call her Aunty Mo. In fact, that's what is on the lips of everybody. You know, old and young. What we call her. Thank you very much again for joining us. We are talking about her passion and interest for education. Having been in the banking sector for over 3 decades and an astute accountant. So, why the interest? You know, CKA, they have a mantra, 3 C's. If I have to say it the right way, culture, character, and confidence, right? Maybe that's not how it is arranged. Now,
you're right.
Yeah, the aesthetics of what you have there. I mean, people that know you, you are not money conscious. But the fact that you have to invest so much without getting much back, because what we know is that even about 50% of the children are even on scholarship, part of whole. You know, what is it just part of giving back to the society, watching, just like you said, nurturing these young brains?
When I was thinking about this school, what I didn't want was to bring up entitled children, right? That will believe that the world revolves around them, and you know it's their right to have all these things, right? I wanted children who believe that they are privileged and appreciate the privilege of being in CKA. Yes, we mentioned our ethical pillars of culture, character, and confidence. For me, culture is very, very important because the Nigerian society, we're forgetting about our culture, right? A lot of children don't even, you know, the Yorubas are particularly guilty because we make sure that our children speak fluent English, and some of them don't speak Yoruba. But the Igbos and the Hausas are better than the Yorubas, I have to confess. So I'm particular about our culture, and the culture is how we are. So when my daughter kneels down, please don't tell her to get up. That is Yoruba culture for you. When my nephew prostrates, pray for him and don't tell him to, no, you don't do that. You don't. That is Yoruba culture, right? So I'm trying to bring up children who are confident in their culture and say, this is the way I am. I am not an American. I'm not British. I am a Nigerian. I'm an Igbo Nigerian. I'm a Yoruba Nigerian. So let them have the culture imbibed. You know, we're all about Nigerians are respective people. And we've forgotten about respect. Nigerians are about people of integrity. So when we're doing our assemblies, we're bringing all these elements of our culture back. So it's about integrity, it's about respect, it's about doing your best all the time, right? Whether people are watching you or not. And when we're talking about, we leave culture and we say character. strip a man of his character and he's naked, right? So we want to bring the character back in that individual. So when you nurture somebody, right? So without them being influenced by the society, they are grounded in the kind of person they are, right? Whether or not you're watching them, they know that this is the person I am. I'm a person of good character. I'm a cultural person. And I say that when you have those two, academics will fall in place, right? Everybody will fall in place. So I know that they will do well, but academics are not my major concern. And when we have those things, I want to have children who would be confident to be with their peers anywhere in the world. So when our children go for competition worldwide, they do well because they are confident in their capacity and their capabilities.
You've taken it from me. I want to ask you all the global competition where they excel. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, you see, pandemic again has an impact on so many things, education. But I don't think you had an issue because visiting your ICT palace, so to say, the children are already well prepared to even do online training. Is that correct?
Very correct. From the day we started CKA, we started with ICT at the core of our learning process. So every child has a laptop. We are very, very tech-driven, right? So for example, when your lesson is over, some schools will ring bell, your alarm sounds on your laptop, and you know that it's time for you to change your classes. So we had a dry run with Ebola, right? So when Ebola happened, we had positioned ourselves that, okay, if you can't start school, so this is what we're going to do online. So I'm very, very proud to say with coronavirus, the pandemic, we didn't miss a day class. So we just moved our training to the online platform. So we use Microsoft Teams. And it was particularly good for me because then I could attend all assemblies. Right, so our assemblies are not the normal prayer assemblies. So it is about presentation because we're very passionate about public speaking. So a child will come and present a topic, right? I particularly love the one, it was World Poetry Day on that particular day. So somebody will say, what is an ode? So he'll come and recite an ode. What is an ewi? For example, they recite an ewi. So it's broadening their horizon and making them confident to speak publicly, right? And I was also able to attend classes. So I'll just be like a fly on the wall and I'll attend this class. And it was very, very interesting to me. My teacher of the year, 2019, 2020, was Mrs. Fumi Juba because I loved her classes because she will say, Korede, I can't hear you. You know, put your comment on the chat box. Okay, anytime your camera is not on. Don't think I will not give you a demerit. So you know that you are in class, and on Mondays you will be in your uniform. When you are attending your classes, you are in your uniform. So you know that you're
right there at home.
Yes, at home. And we are particularly grateful to our parents as well, because parents are also part of this process.
Okay. Well, you are hearing it. I told you she's a woman of many parts. Are you a school owner? Are you taking lessons? This is Harvard standards that I told you. Now, you talked about parents. That's the next question I want you to clarify. What's the relationship between this school and the parents? I mean, do you see any gap that you are feeling?
You know, I'm like I said, I'm very, very grateful to our parents because when we do things, we have a platform, right, on WhatsApp. It's the parents forum, right? So contributions, and we have a very strong and robust parents teachers forum. That parents and teachers. So any concerns parents have, they put on the platform. Well, when it was online, but when you do have meetings, they'll express whatever the concerns are. And from the teacher's perspective, we will tell them, or from the school's perspective, we'll tell them our own thoughts on whatever the issues. And we agree. And, you know, we are all coming together for the improvement, for the education, for the enhancement of the growth of the child. So we work together as a team to ensure that we get the best and to be able to bring out the best in our children.
Yes, we are still interacting here. Interesting conversation, you will say. I hope you are jotting down. Voice being lent to your business, the growth of your business. We have a Harvard product, a product of the premier university, the flying colors. Let's go for a short break. We'll continue with the conversation shortly.
Ames Media Company Limited offers media services for developmental journalism, public relations, marketing, event coordination pan-Nigeria, and training. Top-notch media content comprising documentaries, talk shows, magazine and children's shows, each and all promoting family values for sustainable development. Our partners, collaborators and patrons span individuals, groups, corporate bodies, government, NGOs, UN bodies, and more. Be reassured that our studio facility will meet your yearnings of digital solutions to your broadcast content. We are peopled by board members with unblemished track records and major players in the corporate world.
Hello, it's Child Crest.
Our panache, passion, and professionalism make her the lead driver of our goal-focused team. Entrust your brands to Ames Media Company Limited to add value to your corporate existence while meeting your target audience. www.amesmedia.com.ng, info@amesmedia.com.ng. Like us on our Facebook page, Ames Media Company Limited. Ames Media, turning your dreams into reality.
Welcome back. We're still chatting with, we call her Aunty Mo. She'll be telling us how she got that name. Somebody whispered to me, do you know how she got that name? I'm sure on the lighter side, she'll tell you. We're still with Mrs. Mosumbelo Olushoga. Nurturing this youth, and you think of the youth restiveness in society now, what value do you see? What's your comments? I mean, what do you think other people should do to emulate what you're doing? Because, I mean, as a follower of you online, I see a lot of the child of the week, the student of the week and all that. That's encouraging, promoting healthy competition and excellence. What's your counsel for fellow school owners, caregivers and all that to stem the youth restiveness in society?
I wouldn't say we're perfect. We're all learning and we're all trying, right? I think the best that you can do is to try, but be able to give the child the best in terms of material and in terms of knowledge, right? In terms of educating them, opening their eyes to whatever is happening in the world. One thing that I'm very, very concerned about is the internet. You know, the internet can be good, but it's also very, very destructive because quite a lot of the things that are on the internet are not true. But the children don't know and they want to be like all the people that they see on the internet. So that is my major concern. But the best I would advise is to talk to your child, right? Talk to your child and pray for the child because there's very, very little. These children know a lot more than we actually know. Correct. Right? They know a lot more than we know. So the best is just to continue to talk to them. Because I talk to my daughter all the time that, you know, anything you post, you can delete, but it is permanently there. It is permanently registered on the internet. So you don't want to now apply for a job 10, 15 years down and somebody brings out this issue that you are embarrassed about. So what you don't want other people to see, don't do it. That is usually my advice to children. But like I said, we can only try and just pray that they listen to us.
Thank you very much. Tired from so many frontiers, but definitely not tired. Earlier on you said you're a trainer. So what, as a chief consultant, so to say, principal consultant of KRC. What exactly do you do?
We are mostly in training bankers, right? So that is what we do. We specialized in credit, but we do a variety of other programs. So we're all about bringing out the professional banker in a variety of ways. So that is essentially what we do. I'm all about knowledge. So knowledge, I'm continuously learning myself. So when I
And
attend
impacting.
class, you know, well, I try, right? I try. So I'm
Okay.
attending classes, I'm learning. Like the current program we're doing is something that I'm not familiar with. So it's to get a certification from an institute abroad. So I'm using that opportunity to also have an idea. I'm not going to write the exam, but it will be good to have an idea as to what is happening. So I'm continuously learning, and the learning is what I'm bringing down.
That's motivational and inspiring, so keep learning. Now, I posed a teaser earlier on a lighter note. How did you come about Aunty Mo?
You know, people think Aunty Mo was a creation of Guarantee Trust Bank, but it's not. My dad used to call me Mo. Some people call me Sun. My auntie calls me, and my uncles call me Sun. So they call it Mo or Sun. Then some people call me by my Oriki Amoke, right? So my dad used to call me Mo. So my oldest nephew, Kola Junior, he's 40 now. So he couldn't call Mo Sun, so he used to call me Aunty Mo. And then the family started calling me Aunty Mo. So my dad too, except my mom and my youngest sister. So my mom always called me Mosun, and my youngest sister calls me Sister Mosun. But my dad and my older siblings called me Aunty Mo. My brother calls me Aunty Mo. My sister calls me Aunty Mo. Right? So one day, my brother, Fala was there, called me, Aunty Mo, come. And Fala laughed at, why would you call your younger sister Aunty Mo? And he says, oh, that's like her nickname. That's what we call her, Aunty Mo. So at meetings, Fala will tease me, Aunty Mo, oh yeah, speak, oh, Aunty Mo. And that was how it started in Guarantee Trust Bank. So eventually, some people didn't even know my name. So it was like Aunty Mo. So they think that, okay, it's because I'm senior to them. I said, I can't be, you can't be calling me Aunty Mo because I'm senior and you're still calling Fola and Tayo. So it's because it's like a nickname, right? So that was how people started.
Become a brand.
So it's now Aunty Mo.
Okay, thank you so much. We have to round off. Thank you very much for obliging this time. Now, what's your final counsel, particularly to people of our gender? There's no barrier. You said it earlier. I mean, why can't I? The man can do it. Why can't I do it even 100%? Some of us say, why? Because I'm a woman, and even of a special gender, I must do it and excel. What's your counsel, ma'am?
You know, for me, I like the younger generation, the generation that is below me. They are a lot more outgoing. My generation, we were conservative and we wait for things to happen to us. They don't wait now. They demand. They are more in your face. So I think more and more women should come out, be confident as to their capacity to excel. So when you know your worth and what you're bringing to the table, be upfront about it and say, I can do this. So be bold without being aggressive. I keep telling people, women don't want to be men. We're comfortable being women because we bring fresh perspectives to the table. We are nurturers, we are builders, right? I don't want to wear a man's pants. I don't want to wear his cap. I want to be the woman that God made me. But I want to be known for my intellect, for my capacity, and for my brilliance in doing whatever assignment I have been given. And I think women should more and more come out and say, okay, I can do this, especially in politics. That is where we are lacking, right? If we are not on the table to make decisions, to make policies, people will overlook you.
But you're not there for us to follow you.
I'm advising people,
Okay.
right? That doesn't mean that I do my civic responsibility. I vote. But where you have to have a passion for something.
Sure.
If it is not my passion, I shouldn't say because I'm a woman, I want to go into politics. But like my cousin, Adia Aziz, has a passion and she's actually going through a program to learn about, yes, about policies and politics. So she's attending a program to get a degree in that. She's a lawyer, but she's doing that. And, you know, so I will support somebody like that, right? So we have to have people who have the passion and just support them to make sure that they are heard with whatever things that we have to support them.
Wow, it's been an academic session. I'm just coming back from Harvard. I don't know about you. It's been a session. I've been chilling with Aunty Mo. I hope you always follow. If I didn't ask that, I mean, you always give us those inspirational quotes, lectures, and all that. What?
Okay. You know what happened to me a couple of years ago?
Sure.
So when
Very
I
good.
came back, yes, I'm really grateful to God. So when I came back, my cousin-in-law calls me, Mommy. Toke said, Mommy, you have to do something, you know, just share some of your thoughts, right? I said, "No, I don't have anything. It's only Facebook." And essentially, Facebook was actually set up by CKA, City of Knowledge Academy. So it's actually their page. But they thought that if it's for me, then people will follow. So that's the only thing. So I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on Instagram, I'm not on LinkedIn or anything. So I said, okay, Facebook is enough. So just have a quote. And I said, but how many quotes do I have? So initially, it's my own thoughts. But I said, okay, for us to make it continuous, I'll look for quotes of people who inspire me. So from Oprah to Maya Angelou to Michelle Obama to Fela to Bob Marley to Kwame Nkrumah, Obafemi Awolowo, you know, so I just do the kind of research. The Nick is, he was born without arms and legs. So he says, be grateful for what you have and not what you don't have, right? So I found that very, very inspiring. So when I come across things like that, and it's also about motivating people and that, look, you are strong enough, you are big enough, you are enough. So that is going to be my next topic. I have done that you are enough. So I talk about being grateful. I talk about caring. I talk about respect. I talk about a variety of things, you
We
know.
chill with you online, and we have
So
been
I do
chilling
that
with
once
you.
a month, and I say, okay, so maybe about 5 minutes video, so
Yeah,
to encourage
yeah.
people.
Thank you very much.
You're
It's
very
been
welcome.
with Mrs. Mosunbelu Lushoga. I told you that we are taking a trip to Harvard, or is it University of Ibadan, and so many other places. That's the knowledge that has been poured on us today. Thank you so much again for having us. That's the Magnate, lending a voice to business growth. You like what you have seen today? Give us a call if you know you want to be part of this program to lend a voice. And then you have an opportunity to also put your brand, products, lunch, everything. Be assured that you will get to your target audience. Make it a date with us same time next week when we shall bring you another veteran, an astute professional to lend a voice and mentor us on television. Until then, bye for now.